These are some of the best and most well-known Roblox Bedwars players. But what if I told you most of these people were pretty much unknown in the Roblox Bedwars community with little to no following? Today, we'll go over the rise of the most well-known Roblox Bedwars players and how they got to where they are today. I made a video rating the best Roblox Bedwars players based on IQ, PvP, and building. But there's one thing I was missing: progression. The ability to improve and develop your skill at Bedwars. This is a very important skill to learn in Bedwars and applies to lots of stuff such as IQ, PvP, and building. So we're gonna go over a bunch of people who you guys consider to be the best players and see how they progressed in skill over the months. Let's start off with Tanqr. As most of you know, Tanqr is one of the best Roblox Bedwars players and probably the most well-known Roblox Bedwars player. I mean, every lobby would probably have someone wearing a Tanqr mask, but it wasn't always like this. Tanqr was mainly an Arsenal YouTuber until June 12, 2021 when he uploaded his first Roblox Bedwars video on his channel. At the time, Bedwars was a pretty new game with very little features and a much smaller fan base. But that didn't stop Tanqr from destroying everyone. Even in his first Bedwars videos, he pulled off some big brain plays and showed a huge amount of skill, especially with his aim. Which isn't a surprise because he literally has an entire backlog of Arsenal videos, which is a game that requires aim. In the beginning, Tanqr mainly focused on getting a crossbow as fast as possible to troll around a bit and shoot people off bridges. Because back then, the crossbow barely had any cooldown and people didn't have balloons to save them. If you go to any of his older Bedwars videos, you can clearly see that he prioritizes the bow more than anything.
People like to waste a lot of time getting armor. All I need is something to like aim. That's it.
The game was simple and Tanqr's playstyle was simple. But as the game started to add more features such as the balloons, traps, and turrets, Tanqr adapted to those changes and came up with new and fun methods to troll his enemies. As the game became more complex, so did Tanqr's gameplay strategies. He went from trolling people by spamming the crossbow to trolling people with enchants, burning 30 people at once while ballooning in the void, and using speed pipes with the Reaper kit to pretend to be an exploiter. Now that's what you call development. He always finds new ways to troll around and have some fun. And even though he doesn't try hard, he's still one of the best and most creative players in my opinion. Next up we have Bandits. Now Bandits has a similar backstory to Tanqr, former professional Arsenal player. But of course, as Arsenal began to die and Bedwars began to rise, just like Tanqr, Bandits made the decision to transition to the next popular PvP game. On June 30th, 2021, Bandits uploaded his first Bedwars video to his channel. Arsenal pros dominate in Roblox Bedwars. In the video, Bandits showed a basic understanding of the PvP system and got used to the tools such as the telepearl, and was even able to clutch around and win. Although he wasn't at the same level as Tanqr when he started, he was definitely a natural. Fast forward a month, he uploaded this video. I pretended to be a noob in Roblox Bedwars. In that video, his skills have drastically gone up since the last video. He's hitting more bow shots, winning more sword fights, and winning more matches. Fast forward a few days later, he's out here speedrunning matches with his friends and getting 1-minute wins in squads. As time went on, Bandits started doing more and more challenge videos, such as the no blocks challenge, no armor challenge, and the no sword challenge, which shows that his skill is exponentially going up. The content he makes today is more laid back and relaxed, where he doesn't really try hard and is just having fun. But if he did try hard, he'd probably almost be as good as Tanqr, Minibloxia, and many others. Next, we have Minibloxia. If you go to his about page, Mini's channel seems to be pretty new, but his friends confirm that he did in fact have an older account on Twitch. Another important thing is this clip right here, where he talks about training his aim.
I'd be in that aim block sometimes. Actually, I don't really aim train. I didn't really aim train before. I used to when I did Arsenal. Before I started YouTube or anything, I used to play like a lot of Arsenal. I'm level 250 in there.
Anyways, Mini started off as your above average player who can probably destroy you if you aren't a dedicated player. One thing he was really good at from the start was his aim. And as he started to post more and more Bedwars content, more people began to notice his skill with the bow, and many people even compared him to Tanqr, including myself. He then went on to post challenge videos like the no armor challenge, the bow only challenge, no resources challenge, and beat all of these challenges with ease. As you can see by his social blade, he's definitely brought in a lot of new viewers because of his skill. Don't believe me? According to this poll he made 3 months ago, most people watch him for his gameplay. As time passed, many decided to expand not only his content but his skill at the game. He got the world record win streak twice with his partner in crime Spek, hitting 2,000 wins compared to his 100 wins when he started making videos, and applying to be in FaZe Clan. Nowadays, Minnie does videos on destroying people with new items in the game, which shows that he's able to use the new items to his advantage. Overall, Minnie has improved a lot in skill over the past 6 months and is able to keep up with the rapid changes in Bedwars. And in my opinion, he could definitely compete with Tanqr. Do you know why these 3 people stand out for their skill? It's because they were able to develop some skill at Bedwars in the early days and were able to keep up with the competition of Bedwars. But if I were to compare these 3, I'd say Tanqr had the fastest improvement because he's always able to find new tricks with the new items. If you don't know what I mean, think about it like this. At the moment, let's say that you are the best player at Bedwars. You're able to master every single element of the game. But Bedwars is a very competitive game, so if you aren't able to develop your skill, you're probably gonna fall behind very quickly. That's how every competitive game works. So if you want to be a top player like Minnie, Tanqr, Bandits, you're gonna have to keep up the grind. Well, that's all I have for now, and if this gets like 500 likes, I might do a part 2 of Spek and Matty. But for now, that's a wrap.